Welcome to Survive to Thrive. I'm Rena Romano, your host. Welcome back if you're a returning guest, or if this is your first time, welcome to you. Woohoo! I'm glad you're here. How exciting. Today we're going to talk about unique. But before I get into it, I want to tell you, stick around because before I wrap up, I'm going to tell you where to get your free ebook, The Principles of Potentials. And unique is one of those principles in the book. So what's really cool about the book is you can write in your own principles and quotes. So stick around, listen up, here we go. I hope you're having a great day because I chose unique for today's program. And unique means being the only one of its kind, unlike anything else. Even if you're an identical twin, you're still unique in your own mind, body, and soul. How cool is that, huh? We should be proud of our uniqueness. You and I are a masterpiece, just as we are. And I picked unique because not only are we unique individually in how we look or think, but our journey through this life is unique too. You know, as horrific as part of my journey's been, I wouldn't trade it with anyone. And this freaks a lot of people out when I say this, but I'm grateful for everything that I've been through. All the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because, well, it's molded me into the woman I am today, and I kind of like me. Yes, I like who I've become, and I'm continually growing. So I'm not done. Not by a long shot. But the fact is that you and I can't change the past. But what we can change is how we look at the struggles we've gone through. And for me, I've grown to appreciate the uniqueness of my struggles and how they have molded me into the woman I am today. Yes, that's right. And I want to encourage you to do the same. You see, I chose to receive any challenge as a gift that can hopefully help me grow into a more loving, purposeful woman. Yeah, that wasn't always the case. I didn't look at all those challenges as a gift when they were happening. Of course not. But now I can look back and say, wow, all that stuff that I went through, sure, it was painful, it was shameful, hurtful. And yeah, there was a time I wanted it all to end, but I'm a fighter. And I know you are too. And I'm right. Yes, I am right. You're a fighter because you're listening. That makes you a fighter too. Woohoo! You know, your journey, just like mine, is unique. And for some of us, our challenges may be similar, but they're very unique to us. And I believe we need to find the gifts that lie within our struggles. We either allow for growth or defeat. It's our choice, right? I'm sure you agree with that. It's your choice, and it's mine, how we choose to view the things that we've gone through. We may be unique, but the one thing we do have in common is choice. I met a 50-year young lady for lunch one day. She's a fellow survivor of child abuse, and she read my book, His Puppet No More, and wanted to meet with me. She told me that she's received help and is still getting help, but she wants to be where I am in my life. Her exact words were, I want to be happy, confident, and purposeful just like you. She was so desperate to know how I got to where I am today. I was honest with her. I told her, hey, I'm human. I have good days and not so good days. I also shared with her that I know people who have never experienced trauma like us who struggle with good days and not so good days too. That's life, isn't it? Don't you agree? Life happens, baby. But anyway, during our conversation, I shared with her many of the principles that I've been sharing with you in this podcast. And every day I choose to stay positive, happy, and continue to work on being better, being the person that I want to be in my unique self. Is every day a perfect day? No. Life happens. But it's how we respond to it will determine how we'll get through any challenge. If we don't give up, tuning into this show proves that you're a fighter, a person on purpose. Yeah, it proves that you're a fighter. So anyway, that day with that beautiful lady, as we continued to talk, I shared with her that we're all on our own unique journey. What got me here, where I am today, will not necessarily help you get you where you want to go in your life. But as I reassured her, I want to assure you too, that if you continue to believe that you deserve a happy life, I said the same thing to her, that if she continues to take action to achieve it, that she will have it and she will be okay too. And so will you. I shared my mantra with her, and you've heard the fake it till you make it. Well, I changed that up a little bit and I said, fake it till you embrace it. She's searching for answers, and she wants to know how I got to this place of acceptance, peacefulness, forgiveness, and how I got my happy back. Well, what has helped me the most are the principles that I'm sharing with you in this podcast. So if you haven't listened from A to U yet, start with A and listen up. They're all listed there in the podcast. So that day with this beautiful woman, she continued to tell me that she felt she hadn't accomplished anything special in her life. I then spoke up at that moment and said, you know what? I bet you have accomplished more things in your life than I ever have. And she just looked at me like I was crazy. So I said, let's do a writing exercise. And I'm going to encourage you to do the same too. Anyway, I took out my pen and a piece of paper, and I asked her to share the things that she was proud of that she had accomplished in her life. I told her to think back as far as you can, and I'll write them out for you. I also said these things can be as simple as learning how to drive a car when we were a teenager, or taking up tap dancing, or having children, which I didn't have and she did. Well, as she shared her proud accomplishments, I wrote them down. And when she finished, I showed her the list. And I read them off to her, one by one, everything that she shared with me. And she started crying, happy tears. I said, let's celebrate where we are today. We must stop comparing ourselves to each other. Because you and I, and you too, listening in right now, you and I are right where we need to be to get to where we want to go. Well, she started laughing and she smiled. She said she felt more hopeful in that moment than she ever had. I told her it made me feel hopeful too. We held hands, cried, and then hugged. I could tell this exercise made a difference, and I told her that it helped me too. So we decided to call it a celebration list. Whenever we start comparing ourselves with each other or others, take a moment and start a celebration list. Write down something you've accomplished during that day or that year. Well, she smiled, and I bet you're smiling right now too. And she said she liked hearing that. She wants to be happy, and I'm sure you do too. And you and I and she can be happy by choosing to celebrate our life and be happy. So let's you and I celebrate with her, okay? Let's celebrate where we are right now, right this moment in our life, and continue to work towards what we want in our life. You and I can never give up. We have something unique to share. There is no one on earth like you or me. I mean, how marvelous is that? What a beautiful, irreplaceable person you are. Now, how cool is that? That is something to celebrate. You are unique and you are perfect just the way you are. Perfection can't be duplicated, my friend. Believe in you and be kind to you too. Whenever you find yourself comparing yourself to others, that just knocks our confidence right in the teeth. So when you find yourself doing that, take out a piece of paper or your phone and turn on the recording and start a celebration list, because you've accomplished things I will never accomplish. And that is so cool. You should be so proud of that. Well, I hope you like that. Even if you have a gratitude list, start a celebration list. Write down all the things that you've accomplished. Celebrate right where you are today. Well, thanks for tuning in. And I told you before we wrap up where you can get your free ebook. Go to rinaromano.com and download your free ebook. If you have already, go to the store and check out my Principles of Potential. Or if you're into public speaking, I've got public speaking CDs there too. Yes, I'm a public speaking coach as well. How cool is that? Now that's something to celebrate. Believe in yourself and be kind to you. Well, I love quotes. And here's a quote by Martha Graham. There's a vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there is only one of you in all time, this expression is unique. Martha Graham was an American modern dancer and choreographer. So do yourself a favor, please. Choose to celebrate your uniqueness today and every day and share that with the world. Thanks for tuning in. Please share this with some friends if you liked it. I hope that you will. And if there's something you want me to talk about in the future, send me an email at info@rinaromano.com. Okay? Would you do that? Thanks. I love your uniqueness because there's no one else like you. And you are perfect just the way you are. And next time, we're going to talk about being victorious. So I hope you tune in for the next one, Victorious. So until then, I wish you peace, love, and ciao for now.